you doing? I'm Ken Haas from Reverend Guitars. I'm here with Joe Naylor, guitar designer extraordinaire and founder of Reverend.
Hello.
We have a couple of my favorite models with us today, the Jetstream HB, which has been a staple in the Reverend line for the last 5 or 6 years now. This is a newer model called the Six Gun. One of the reasons these guitars are some of my favorites is because they feature the original Reverend body shape that we've been manufacturing in one form or another since 1997.
That's true. It's the shape that started it all for us.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll talk about this one, huh,
Please
Ken?
do.
This is the Jetstream HB for humbucker. And let's start up here. Like all Reverend guitars, this has the pin lock tuners. And you see they have a thumb wheel on the back. And when you tighten that thumb wheel, it locks the string into the post. And what it gives you is superior tuning stability, and it makes for quicker string changes. On the front here, we have the graphite nut. Two-way truss rod, which gives you both the option for forward or backward bow. And the frets are a medium jumbo fret, sort of a tall, narrow fret, which we've recently switched to by popular demand. We were getting a lot of requests for this type of fret, especially from our pro players, and they feel really nice. They're just very easy to fret, very easy to move around on. In our opinion, a little less fatiguing to play. Moving up to the pickups, two Reverend humbucker pickups. All Reverend pickups are designed in-house by myself, and this bridge one is slightly hotter than a vintage PAF type pickup. The neck pickup is slightly cleaner than a vintage PAF type pickup, and what this gives you is a nice balance when you're switching back and forth in terms of volume and tone. Volume control, master tone control, and we have here the Reverend bass contour, which is a passive bass roll-off. And what it does, in the full up position, the circuit is normal. As you roll it back, it cuts a specific frequency, and what it does is then revoice the pickup. When rolled back, it gives you a leaner sound, a tighter, more percussive sound. It can approximate a single coil sound, but with no hum because they're humbuckers. So it just gives you a lot of versatility, and there's a lot of points in between where you can kind of come up with your own hybrid tones, which are sort of a humbucker meets single coil thing. So it's been accepted pretty well with our pro players. They really like it a lot, especially for stage. Maybe in your situation where it's low end's too woofy or the amp's too woofy, you can just dial it back and tighten things up on the fly. This particular model features a flame maple top, and this is laminated to a Korina body, solid Korina. We have the tummy cut here, and of course the 4-bolt traditional neck mount. And we like the Korina because it's very consistent, and it's a medium lightweight wood, very resonant, nice harmonic content, good sustain, and just a good all-around tone wood. Ken, you want to talk about the Six Gun?
This is the Reverend Six Gun model in chronic blue, which is a new color for us here as we come into, what is this, late 2010? Something to that effect?
Party like it's 2011.
Exactly. On the Six Gun model, we feature the bass contour in the upper bout, which makes it nice and readily accessible to the thumb for finger players, and it's sort of a natural position for the guitar when you have this kind of switching setup. Master volume and the traditional tone controller are located on the control plate. This features our Tele-style bridge pickup that we've been using in a few models for a couple years, with the addition of 2 new Reverend single coils, which are actually narrow spaced so that the pull pieces line up with the strings. 5-way switching on this guitar. One of the things that I wanted to mention about the bass contour, because one of the ways that I like to use it, I have one of Joe's old amps, Naylor Superdrive 60, and I found that if you're playing a really nice single channel tube amp, you can boost the bass and the mids on the amplifier and back this control off to where you find a nice rhythm tone. And then as you dial in this bass contour, you start overdriving the bottom end of that amplifier, and it almost works as a gain, which is really neat for you non-channel switching amp guys.
So you're using it like a rhythm lead thing?
Yeah, you can actually use the bass contour as a rhythm lead thing in conjunction with the volume control. So from the guitar, with that, with the Naylor head, it's just a 20-foot chord, Jeff Beck style. Boom, boom, go.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So now where can we find these instruments?
Well, Wildwood Guitars in Louisville. Is it Louisville or Louisville?
Louisville.
It is Louisville. It is Louisville. Is that where we are right now?
We are at. We are not it. We are at Wildwood Guitars.
Oh, we're it.
Yeah. Well, we are it, but.
Thank you.